Okay, Google. Power Rangers showtimes.
Power Rangers is playing at Carmike 10 Winston-Salem and 14 other theaters near Winston-Salem.
Google Power Rangers. I have no idea if that's recording. Hey, baby.
Yes.
They've got a power and a force that you've never seen before.
What do you want?
They've got the ability to morph and even up the score. No one can ever take them down. The power's on their side. Okay, gang, we're on our way to see Power Rangers. I'm sorry, we are on our way to see Saban's Power Rangers. That's the official name. Excited?
No.
I'm excited.
I'm so happy for
You gotta speak up because the microphone don't pick up the audio too well. So if you're being sarcastic, I end up having to subtitle it, and that's just humiliating.
you. I'm so happy for you.
There you go. Audible sarcasm. I taught you well.
Thank you.
So, baby, are you saying you have no clue, any idea what any of the Power Rangers mythos are? The mythology at all? The Power Rangers? You know what they're about? You didn't tell me that you didn't even watch the opening credits.
I can never. That's all I can make it through.
Well, that was pretty much it. The opening credits. This pretty much explains everything.
And let's just say I didn't try hard to remember that all my life.
Oh, but you missed the monsters, man. The monsters were the heart and soul of the stupidity of Power Rangers. There was one that was based on a purse.
Can we not go there?
We have to go there because we're going there, and we have to make a comparison.
The only reason I'm going is because you want to see the show.
And I want to get your opinion of it when we get out.
You ain't gonna like my opinion.
Well, we'll see. But you have to be honest.
I'll be honest, alright. Guys, just other things I could be doing.
Huh?
There's other things I could be doing.
Yeah, but nothing's better than going to the movies.
Help us all.
So here's the things that I'm expecting to see from the original Power Rangers. I'm expecting to see, obviously, colorful costumes, Zordon and Alpha. Zordon is the big floating head, Alpha's the little robot dude. Hopefully he's less obnoxious than he was in the cartoon. I'm hoping to see power coins, which all this we've seen in the trailer so far. Putties. You know what putties were? In the old show?
Did you not get...
Okay, putties were creatures that, I was about to call her Zelda. Rita would send to Earth from her base on the moon. She would send these creatures that were made from clay. They were literally made of clay. Her monster maker would make them, and she would animate them and send them down to Earth. And they were really just guys in gray suits who would inexplicably fall apart if you punched them on this really big emblem on their chest. They had a big giant target on their chest that if you punched it, they'd break apart. We give them flack for this but it really wasn't their fault. There was some sort of standard or rule, I don't know who put it into place, that nobody could be punched in the face on Power Rangers. This is officially going back to the old school Power Rangers. We're getting all the original characters, but all the races have been shuffled around. there's a good reason for that. When they originally cast the Power Rangers, okay, they cast the black guy as the Black Ranger. Maybe somebody should have thought better of that. Maybe people were like, black guy, Black Ranger. It's not that big. It's not that big of a deal. But the original person that they cast to play Trini was a Hispanic girl. Hence the name Trini. That's not a Japanese name. It's Spanish. All the people I know named Trini have been Spanish. But that girl, supposedly, at least the rumors are, she wanted more money after they filmed the pilot. So they ended up kicking her out and they refilmed the pilot. But they kept the name Trini. And they kept the fact that she was the Yellow Ranger. So they had a black guy as the Black Ranger and a Asian girl as the Yellow Ranger. Well, you can see how in our more culturally aware times how that could be problematic. So the races have all been shuffled around, but the personalities of each person has remained the same. So Billy was the Blue Ranger. He was the dorky kid with the glasses. And we knew the actor was gay. We just assumed the character was gay, but they never really, it's not anything they got into in the 90s. This time, Billy is the black kid. The Blue Ranger is a black kid. And apparently he's still going to be the geeky, intelligent one. Trini looks like she went back to being Hispanic. Like they had originally intended in the original series. Yeah, so what Kimberly is, I think Kimberly is Middle Eastern. Zach is now Asian. He was originally the black guy, Black Ranger. And I think we kept Jason white. Appear to be some up there, but the poison won't move particularly swiftly. Come on, man. It's not a suggestion. What are they looking for?
I have no idea.
Are you hunting for Pokemon? What's going on?
I know. I'm just like, come on now. Take a turn to look for a parking space.
There's nobody in front of you. You're driving. They're driving.
I don't know what.
My speedometer was at 5.
It looks like he's leaving the parking.
And he's still going.
He's still going.
Is he gonna go into the trees?
No.
Maybe that's what the problem was. Maybe he was
can't find trees.
Oh no, here it comes. Here it comes back around.
If you do the same thing over again, I'm gonna stop you.
Now you're driving.
Now you're
fast.
driving fast.
Now
okay.
there's people in the way. Would you have a problem going to get us our tickets while I unload the baby?
You know what? Yes, I would have a problem with
Oh, okay.
It's cold out there, fool.
How did that gain a charge? Went from red to blue. Blue means it's got power.
I don't know. That's maybe because you turned off the Wi-Fi.
Just absorb energy from the...
I'm good like that, you know. I have that ability.
Oh, that was you.
Yeah. I gave it some candy.
You vibed it?
Yep,
You vibed it. Okay. Well,
I'm special like that.
I know where to put my phone from now on. Well, there goes the advertising for my channel. Definitely ain't getting on YouTube Kids now. All right. See y'all on the other side.
It's morphin' time. Do it better than anybody you ever seen. Do it. No one man should have all that power. It's a lot of gold.
This is your destiny.
Let's go!
This is your time.
So, Power Rangers. I'm sorry, Saban's Power Rangers. What'd you think?
You did a good job.
They did a good job. You actually liked it, huh?
Alright.
It was alright. I saw you laughing a lot.
It actually was funny, but there was one point that was so corny, man. It reminded me of the corniness of it.
Yeah, I think I know which part you're talking about because I saw you cover your eyes.
Yes, I was just like, he just had to do that, did.
That was one of the best parts of the movie. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and say that I really, really liked it. And let this car go by.
Logan still cute him.
I'm just gonna say I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I want to see a sequel. The way that they left it, I'm like, yeah, that was actually pretty good. Yes, it was corny in places.
Yes.
But I like how it embraced everything that Power Rangers represented and said, look, we know this is kind of corny. We're just going with it. We're still going to treat the rest of it as if it's for real.
They gave a really good seriousness to it. I'm proud that they did do that because in the show it was just corny, it was just awful.
It's a kids show that they weren't taking too seriously or spending too much money on. But this is what I've always said. I've always said that the ingredients for the Power Rangers would make a great story if you took a more serious bent to it. A lot of people have thought that. All kids that have been growing up since the 90s have said, my signal is on. Kids in the 90s have said, from the 90s, have said that they would love to see a more serious take on the Power Rangers because the substance was there. You had all the elements. It wasn't like a lot of kids shows where they're just kind of, it was. They did just piece the show together. But the reason that kids responded to that show in the first place because there was stuff to talk about in that series. And there was the kung fu. But even underneath all the silliness, there were layers, there was substance. You knew who Rita was, you knew who her bad guys, you knew who Goldar was, you knew what she meant to him, what he meant to her, you knew what she was after, because she stated it every episode. You knew what the Power Rangers' basic tenet was and how they got their powers. There was a methodology to their powers, there was a power source, there was a guy who was their mentor. You had all that stuff in there. Just write a decent story using those ingredients and it'll work, man. So let's get into spoilers. Pretty much, they just went ahead and told us she was the Green Ranger, right in the first scene, didn't they?
They pretty much did.
Yeah. All the speculation, just go see the movie. About less than 30 seconds in. Oh yeah, she's the Green Ranger. And Zordon isn't, and she and Zordon were apparently aliens of different species. Maybe they were the same species. Zordon looked like he was a different species than was that the Pink Ranger who died at the beginning? I forget what color Ranger.
She was pink.
She was pink, that's Pink Ranger died. She looked to be a slightly different version of an alien than he was.
Which that's some different diversity with different species aliens, I'm just saying.
Well, humanoid, so still close enough. Cranston had said that he had no interest, he didn't really have any interest in being in this until he read the script. He's like, the script is what changed his mind. And you know what? He was great in this movie. It wasn't like they didn't pull a Godzilla where he dies. Sorry, spoiler alert for Godzilla, but they kill him like early in that movie. Granted, he dies early in this movie too, but he's still in the movie in another form. And I actually liked the kids, the characters for the most part. I thought maybe one of the kids' performances would just be kind of unbearable, but wasn't Billy like the best thing about that movie? Would you agree with me?
Billy?
That Billy was the best part of that movie?
I know we was going to do this video and I was going to talk about that. I don't know if everyone noticed, if we ever watched the video, that Billy is on the spectrum, meaning he is a child, a teenager with autism. And
that means he knows Kung Fu.
And, the thing is, me working in a school with kids that are exceptional, it's nice that we're kind of getting to an age that we're kind of bringing out and showing the world what type of people these are. Everybody always thinks that some child is exceptional Like, we have some kids like that at our school, and it's just nice to know that they actually included him in such a big role. And can you tell, even though he was on that spectrum, how he brought that team together and kept them kind of alive?
Yeah.
He was very important to the team. He wasn't, I liked it that it was mentioned once, it was never brought back up, it was a part of him, and he wasn't put down for having that type of uniqueness about him. It actually was an enhancing character.
It was a strong point.
It was a strong point, and I loved it. I love that about it. That right there. I mean, yes, the movie is good, but that right there, that kind of got a little teary for me, because I'm crazy about my exceptional children that I at the school I work for. So that was a big in my throat.
Well, I didn't expect to feel anything like. I expected it to be kind of an action film that took things a little more seriously, but I didn't expect to actually feel anything for the characters in that film. But whenever Billy did something endearing, or like, you know, we were discussing spoilers, like when he was when he died, when he was even though I figured they would find a way to bring him back, but whenever he had an endearing moment, I actually felt for him. You know, it wasn't just like, oh, they threw that in there and let's just get on with the story. No, it was.
Yeah.
He stole that show.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways, he stole the show from all the other kids, because all the other kids were fine. They had personality.
Yeah. But yeah, that made me very happy.
Another thing too is I like how Billy was. We expected Billy to be the smart one because his character is smart in the film. We didn't expect Billy to be autistic. We kind of expected that he was going to be the comic relief, you know, because of the trailers and the way he reacted. Like, oh, he's just going to be the smart one. He wasn't just smart for no apparent reason. He had depth of personality. There was more to his character than just the smart guy. I think they handled Jason fairly well. Kimberly, I don't really have any complaints about Kimberly. I liked Zach, the Asian kid, Black Ranger. I'm black.
Yeah.
No, you're not. I did like him. He was not normal either. He was not sane.
Well, you have to
sane.
think too. He's a kid that's going through getting ready to lose his mom, and he was basically doing the insane things that someone that's getting ready to lose a loved one or someone that's died. They take risks. That's what they do. Loves his mom, but doesn't really want to be home with his mom because he doesn't want to be there when that happens. But then feels guilty because he's not there with her. And then So that would be the right part. What he was doing was normal. Yeah.
That's complicated.
I mean, normal in the situation he was in.
And what's that actress' name? Is Becky G, the one that was playing Trini? Wasn't her mom the woman from the sheriff, not the sheriff, the deputy in Eureka?
Maybe I think so.
Yeah, there was. We all thought that was Elizabeth Banks because they never showed her. We just saw her pointing at the cup, but it was actually that actress. Yeah, there's something wrong with her family.
My mom.
There was something wrong with her mom. Yeah.
Her mom looked like she might have had some anxiety issues.
Oh yeah, big time anxiety issues.
Oh yeah, it wasn't like panic attack anxiety. She had like general anxiety.
Yeah, her mother needs help.
Yeah.
And Elizabeth Banks did a fantastic job playing a character that could have come off really, really cheesy. I mean, she had moments where she did things that were cheesy, but there's no way that anyone else could have played Rita with the aplomb that she played Rita. She just loved. It looks like she loved every moment of playing that character.
She did a good job, which, I'm very, her doing that, and when she was playing in
Hunger Games.
She's always been good with her characters. I mean,
she's a great comedian too.
Even when she didn't have the costume on, when it got to the end of the 3-part series, she still played her part and still had those gestures, even though she wasn't even dressed up. So she just does good.
Yeah, I was wondering how she would handle it because I knew that character just from the trailers, the way she was going to have, that she was going to be over the top. You just can't play Rita Repulsa. You can't play a character named Rita Repulsa and not be over the top.
And she has that air about her that she can do that because she was kind of over the top.
It's just like she said,
role.
Krispy Kreme must be a place of great importance.
What tripped me out is her eating the donuts before anything was destroyed. That was hilarious. I'll have some donuts before the building goes down, you know?
She's never had them before. It's good that she could appreciate the small things in life.
Yeah.
Considering she was this all-powerful being.
Trying to destroy everything, yeah.
But also I liked when I expected it, but I also said that will be the way to do it. When Billy was killed, I said, okay, that's fine to kill off Billy. You need to bring him back. But you need to bring him back in a way that's not cheap. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, Zordon's got to give something to bring him back somehow. Zordon's got to be the one to do it. And when they finally gelled as a team, and it opened up the morphing grid, I said, okay, that's what you need to do. That works. That gives Zordon some credibility, shows that he's somebody who's willing to sacrifice everything for the team and to save the world, and then that gives credibility to bring the character back to life. I'm still not sure why they have to keep their identity secret, though.
They do another movie, we'll see.
Nice little nod at the end there with Tommy and Kimberly, the original Tommy and the original Kimberly, looking, wow, we've never seen giant robots before. Well, you know, I guess you know, actually. Yeah. But I guess you didn't know the Green Ranger. So this is what was the original show. Rita had the original Green Ranger coin, and she used the green coin to create her own Ranger, an evil Ranger who fought against the Rangers for a good part of the show. And they ended up eventually turning Tommy to their side, taking the green coin back, and basically that restored all 6 Rangers to the team, because it was originally 6, not 5. Looks like we kept my wife up late, but just so we're clear,
what do you want? What do you want?
You were interested?
Interested in what?
In
In Logan? Oh, yes, I'm always interested in Logan. Logan is fabulous. You know that.
You enjoyed the film, didn't you?
Logan was wonderful. I loved Logan.
No, Power Rangers. Power Rangers. You enjoyed Power Rangers, didn't you?
It was alright. It was alright. It had some little corny scenes. I'm very proud of how they got things going and made it more serious. I'm very proud that they did that. That's really good. It's really good. Would it be something I buy?
Yippee-ki-yay, mother. Mother's good. Mother's fine.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I had got a bun with those kids that I was to the point of saying, when he said, I said, you better not. My face went like, that's funny. It's alright.
Good night, folks.